Hi there, welcome back. You're tuning into Apostate Coalition, a news, education, information channel. And tonight, on the Worldly Perspective, we're hanging out, chillaxing, and enjoying each other's company. And I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Time Waster for a topic.
No.
That's what you get for that's what you get for not being prepared.
I don't have a topic, okay? Okay.
But she had time to change her hair color.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
One is a lot easier than the other.
If you'd have just put that much effort into the show as you do looking beautiful tonight, I mean,
We have a topic to talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's none of our fault at all. None of us had any time to think of
We can
anything.
talk about
Not
my
mine.
failure.
not like I had anything to do with this whatsoever.
No,
Sorry.
cut the slack, guys. Jeez. Wait, why is this all on me all of a sudden?
I think
you've been setting the topics for the past all the times.
You're the leader. You're the
Okay.
Bible study leader, conductor,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all on
All
your
right.
shoulders.
I'll do better.
Hey, but we had a couple ideas. I thought about playing some kind of Bible 8-ball. Oh, I guess we should also say hello to people. Sorry, y'all. Hi there.
Hello.
Nobody
Welcome and join our wackiness today.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Oh,
Good to see you. But we
Hi,
could play
Dan.
like some kind of game.
game.
Yeah. I don't know, some kind of trivia game.
Is he
Bible
Jehovah?
8-ball.
Is that person Jehovah Witness or not?
Oh, is there a place where
That
they have
does sound like a fun game, actually.
I like this topic.
a CBD
CBD?
topic?
Yeah.
CBD instead.
Man,
Instead
what's
Not all
CBD?
cannabinoids.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all talking about that stuff.
Uh-huh.
She's talking
The
about.
good stuff. The really good
I
stuff.
thought that was CBD. Or like Christ-based. What?
Dick.
No.
Christ-based. What? Drugs? What?
Oh,
Denomination.
Christ-based
Denomination.
drugs.
CBD, the Christ drug.
If you
Might
can
work.
if you can eat Jesus, why can't you smoke him?
What was Jesus' middle name, y'all? I want
Rub them on your skin, you know.
everybody to tell me.
arthritis.
What's
In the
Jesus'
chat.
middle name?
Jesus' middle name. Everybody in the chat.
Effin.
What is
Christ.
Jesus' middle name?
Effin.
hmm
Hey.
I had my own answer.
Thought we were busy.
I would write it down, but I'll just promise you that I won't change it. But I want to see
It's-
some other answers first.
Jesus
Effin.
Hova.
Like Jesus
He's
H.
young
Christ?
Hove.
Like, is that what you're talking about?
I mean, y'all tell me what is his middle name.
Mm.
Freeing
Hussein.
Barack
Jesus freeing
Obama.
Christ because Jesus was a sailor on a frigate for the Navy, so he was Jesus freaking Christ.
Oh, goodness.
That sounds like you have to be
H.
knowledgeable of religion to get
So
that.
me and my brother call him Jesus Herbert Christ.
I like that better.
Herbert.
I think it's a pretty good name. Harold, that's a great name.
Jesus Herbert Christ.
I think it would make him a little more, I don't know, like,
Down to earth,
Kind of-
man.
yeah, the guy
I
next
get down with
door.
that.
Yeah,
President.
Jesus Herbert. Like,
I
you
wouldn't
say
even-
Herbert.
I would
President of Mexico, if nothing else.
Because I would just stop calling him Jesus altogether and just call him Herb.
Herb. The
You
Herb.
might have more people wanting to
Yeah.
convert and follow
Hey.
Herb.
Hey,
Yeah.
Herb say,
Oh man, I would love Herb.
hey, Herb say be nice to
Oh.
everybody.
Are we starting a new trend? Herb?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
Herb
Herb.
trend?
Herb.
We're all Herberts.
Yeah. Well, now
That's
he's-
so much
for now-
better than Christians.
For now, I'm only going to refer to him as Herb.
Herb.
We're all Herb.
Herbe
Mhm.
says.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what happens when I don't have a topic.
Speaking of, have y'all seen the rat hole in Chicago?
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
You talking
Have
about
y'all
that?
seen the Chicago rat hole?
Rat
No.
hole. I thought that was Chicago.
I thought everybody knew about this.
But
No. There is a piece of sidewalk, a piece of concrete in Chicago that has a hole in it in the shape of a rat. A rat died while the concrete was being set in this hole. And now a bunch of people have started worshiping it.
I'm down.
Now you've done it.
And they leave like
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the picture. I'm sorry.
they leave offerings at the rat hole and all that stuff.
Oh my god, you guys, that's wild. Hold on.
You gonna show it?
Or you just gonna hog it all to yourself.
And
I'm sorry, y'all.
yeah,
I'm gonna be zooming a little bit.
the city said they're gonna take it out because too many people are coming to see the rat hole.
Are they throwing money down for wishes?
They're worshiping it in some manner. It is kind of by definitions of religion, one could argue this is a folk religion.
Which came first, the concrete or the rat?
The rat.
You sure?
Yes.
Rocks?
Because concrete takes less than a week to set, and a rat takes many months to get to that size.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rat came first. I can prove it.
I don't know.
We can go into this. We can go into the science, brother.
All right. I promise I'll have a topic next week.
You the ones got us on here talking about a rat hole.
I like the word rat hole in general. It sounds
Dirty.
like my bedroom.
There's a rat hole?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Which bedroom?
Which hole?
Which rat hole? Whichever one seems more inviting.
Oh
I guess. I mean, you know.
This is your fault.
You know, show it off.
Show it up.
It's your fault.
Oh goodness gracious, that's so funny.
Who's your pick for Super Bowl? There's the topic. Is the Chiefs one of the options?
I don't even know who's in it.
If the Chiefs is one of the options, that's gonna be my pick because I live in Arkansas and everybody around me has always been a Chiefs fan. The only football game I've ever been to was a Chiefs game. I don't really give a fuck about football that much, but that too.
I think it's San Francisco, like the 49ers against the Chiefs.
I think that was one of the possible options. Is that who it is? Chiefs and 49ers. Yep.
I only know because I have a family member who posted an image on Facebook saying the only people who care about the Super Bowl, and it was like a tiny portion of California, and then they put Kansas and Arkansas together and said those are, and then it was like everybody else doesn't care. Is that accurate? I actually don't care ever about football, so
I don't care
do you
anymore.
ever hear anybody talk about the 49ers where you're at?
Isn't that where Colin Kaepernick played?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, out of all the football team jerseys that you see anybody wear where you live, like, is it ever 49ers?
Well, sometimes, but I live on the Pacific Ocean, so.
Okay, that's why I was asking, because I figured y'all probably had 49er fans out there.
But not all.
Everybody here is a Chiefs fan.
I can recognize it if I see it.
Right.
So somebody wears it.
Yep, everybody here loves Chiefs. Always, my entire life. Because Arkansas doesn't have their own team, so we adopt them.
They don't deserve one.
No, we don't. Razorbacks is as good as it gets, and they're good like once a decade at best.
Who was that?
That's
George
Jesus. It's Jesus Herbert Walker Christ.
I get. My brother has said that exactly. Herbert Walker.
Look at George Bush.
Never.
Where's his lightsaber?
I missed that, man.
Oh, I need to let. Yeah.
Jesus Herbert Walker Christ.
I miss George Bush.
Hey, did Jesus?
Yes.
What was
I mean,
Agreed.
Sandwich or Ryan?
Yes.
What was Jesus's Did Jesus have any other name besides Yeshua, or do you have a last name or anything?
Lord.
Oh God, I can't even think right now. I don't think so.
That's the only name
Well, I mean, God,
that
for
you know
some of
of.
my brain. Mm-hmm.
Cat.
Yes.
Would any of you be able to know if any of that was true, even if you didn't have an answer to the question that you have about Jesus?
Oopsie.
What?
How do you know any of it's true
What's true?
about Jesus?
What
Anything?
about him?
Oh,
We don't
Friends or
know.
associates or
We
what
have
other names?
zero idea.
Somebody told me.
So there were witnesses.
You're atheist, right, Tyler? Or no?
Come
Uh-oh.
on.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
I thought.
Welcome back.
Come on, Ryan. Do I look like do I look non-atheist? do I
Look at
seem
him.
do I seem non-atheist to you?
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
I've been running this race longer than a lot of people. Everybody else y'all just getting on board. I had to suffer my whole life around these people.
Mm-hmm.
Jay says, Dr. Time Waster, cool hair. I just want to point that out because it is very cool
Thanks.
hair.
This is what I
There
did
it is.
instead of picking a topic.
Beautiful.
She dyed her hair instead of thinking about the future.
Well, we bounced around a lot of ideas. We were bouncing around
It's true. And then there
sex
were too
and
many.
drugs
and they
and
couldn't pick one.
games and yeah, that was pretty much how it was going. It's like, well, we could do this.
We can always whip out an old trusty workbook.
Workbook.
Oh Lord.
The original workbook and read it from cover to cover.
Oh, go back and read the book? No, thank you.
Even the index.
I forgot to say that picture was from Ex-Witness a Week. I'm such a dingbat. I don't think I said that it was Jesus Walker Christ. Jesus Hobo Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Hobo.
Jesus, hobo.
You know what is so funny is like honestly, the whole Jesus story is it's so I don't know. It's so boring and whittled down and it just he's probably a married dude.
It's
Had
just a
kids.
regular patriarchal male that took mushrooms the first time, and his message after is pretty much what it is.
He might have been on that good stuff. For
Good
sure.
mushrooms.
I remember when I
It
enjoyed
was like,
religion.
oh, we should all treat each other like all of us are God.
Might
Just
not
in
have had the
case one of
stigma
us
it
is.
has now.
What?
We should treat everyone as if they're God just in case one of us is and we get it wrong.
You
It's
should.
like what's
Kind
that what's it called?
What did he do?
Or treat every one of us like we're all God because every one of us is.
I mean,
I'm definitely a god.
Not a God, but collectively we all are one.
Mm-hmm.
maybe we're three.
Maybe we're all just possums. And we just riding on the back of life.
I keep thinking I hear a possum out here.
Turtles all the way down.
Turtles on
Pascal-
top of columns, on top of elephants, on top of
I was thinking of Pascal's wager, like believe just in case, right? Just in case there's a God, we should believe in it. Well, but wouldn't it make sense to believe in all of them just in case?
You have to.
You know that scene in The Mummy where Benny is about to get like attacked
Oh, yeah.
by the mummy and he's like pulling out he's got the cross, he's got the dust all, and he's just pulling out every religious symbol possible until he finally finds one the guy recognizes. That's it. That's it. He's got the best idea out of all of us.
That's exactly what that is, Pascal's wager. That's what that entire necklace is.
So we should do it with each other as well, because what if one of us is God?
I
And if
could
we
be.
did that, the world would probably not be such a bad place.
Probably
It
not.
could be. I may smite thee.
We might not get it done.
I want to be smoted.
Smuted.
Everybody worshiping everybody.
I want to be smooted. Smoot me.
Smitten. I want to be smitten.
Smitted.
Smitted.
I do want to be smitten.
Smited.
Smited.
I got smited yesterday. We need to use that word a little bit more. Oh, bro, you smiting me? Like,
I try to bring back the old words of the pastor day.
What
yeah.
is the exact definition of smite? I actually don't know.
to like strike down. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a really good. It's like one of those words like you know what it means, but you don't know what it means.
Yeah, you know when to use it, but you can't define it.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, what's a word you're trying to bring back?
Heap.
Yeah, strike. Okay, strike with a firm blow.
Heap.
Smite just means to strike.
A heavy blow. Mm-hmm.
Gander.
So Hulk Hogan smited. I can't even finish it.
Don't nobody like
Macho Man Randy.
Yes, Hulk Hogan smited Macho Man Randy Savage into hell.
I didn't realize I picked up old people slang because I grew up with my grandmother. Until I was talking
shit!
with old
Right.
people. So
There's a guy on TikTok that makes fun of people like you.
Yeah, so I'll use things like heap and gander as words I use, and people are like, oh, a whole heap of it. I said, yeah, a heap of it.
I'm hankering for a heap.
Yeah, I'm always hankering. For something.
I like gams. I like when people call legs gams. Gams. Yeah, gams.
Britches, commode.
Commode.
Get off that commode.
I do use commode sometimes.
Commode
Every time I use something old, I'm always being doing it on purpose, though.
It's still a word that's being used, though. Commode.
Yeah, true. But it's just a funny word to say. Commode.
It's just a little gag.
Commode.
I had a girl with Tourette's in one of my classes in college.
Oh, speaking of Tourette's,
it's funny.
There was.
Don't say it's funny.
No, it's not always funny. I'm not saying that her disease is funny, but I'm saying.
Oh, you just mean that sometimes right? Yeah, that
time to time,
right.
She will say, like the very first day. The first thing that was ever funny was the teacher was taking attendance on the first day, and someone walked in while he was taking attendance, and he said, "And you are, sir?" And she immediately said, "Your mom."
I love it.
I
love it.
I'm very, very sympathetic to that condition. But man, it's still funny sometimes. I'm sure they make themselves laugh. Actually, she has made herself laugh in class today. Because she said racism, we still have it, just out of nowhere. And I mean, you start laughing.
I think Tyler is a rapscallion.
Oh yeah, I like using that word too.
What's a rapscallion?
I think I've heard Tyler use the word rapscallion actually.
I use all those words, unfortunately. Unfortunately, sir, I was raised as a man out of time and out of place in a land far off this distance from others.
Different century.
I hung out with my grandparents most of the time.
Yeah, I know. I sent you over there.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, Tyler is constantly in public in every social media talking about my mom, and so he's my stepdad. He's
I see. Nice.
Hey, I do what I can, man. You know,
not a rapper.
I try to do it.
Rapping?
Almost said your mom. Almost said your mom. That's like my go-to response for everything.
It is
too.
kind
I
of
say it all. Do you want to hear a funny story? Probably not.
No.
So
definitely.
It's actually really not funny, but it is funny. We've decided it is funny.
Okay.
One of my favorite things to say to my
husband
is your mom.
I'm not a bad person.
No, you're not. You're not. And sadly, his mother passed away last year. Love her. But I had to not say. I was like, okay, I can't say your mom anymore. because like he'd like, oh, what do you want to eat for dinner? Your mom. Like I would just say it for whatever, just because for funsies, I like it. And I
Right.
had to completely stop saying it, which was really difficult for me. And so recently I confessed to him, like we were just talking about how much we miss her and stuff. And I recently confessed to him, I was like, I stopped saying your mom because I didn't want to upset you because I thought like it might be disrespectful. And he's like, oh, that's okay. And I was like, so now I've been saying your mom all
Bringing it back.
bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
Man,
No disrespect, mom. Love you.
my friend's
It was never about her anyway. So
my friend's mom
No,
died.
of course
My
not.
friend's mom died. I gave him 24 hours, and I started roasting him immediately. There wasn't no lag. I still roast her now. We roast because he roasts my dad being dead and his mom being dead, so we always be roasting back and forth.
oh shit.
The
see it
internet's
now.
bad.
Yeah, been around on the internet for a while. I may be some of you people's father. Don't check
Daddy.
your mom. Don't check your mom's DMs.
Ooh.
I might be in there.
Sometimes I
Back
say
in
my
MySpace,
comments to people.
2006.
I miss MySpace.
I don't.
Do you really?
No, not the actual website. I just missed that period of time.
2002.
Yeah.
No, a little after that, like 2004, 5.
Yeah. When did Facebook come around?
A little bit after.
Right.
It became open to people without college emails in 2007.
I think I joined like in 2009 or something, or I don't know, soon thereafter. And I thought it was so weird compared like I was like, oh, what is this? Like, what's happening? I'm seeing all this
You felt
information.
grown. You felt grown on Facebook. You come on MySpace. When we went from MySpace to Facebook, like, oh, I'm an adult now. I don't need no music and sparkles on my account.
When MySpace was a thing, I spent like multiple years learning HTML, and I started designing profile pages for all kinds of people. And I learned Photoshop so I could design the graphics for those pages.
Somebody's hound is.
Oh boy.
And learning the coding was useless, but learning the Photoshop was useful. Some call him daddy.
Always.
Do you remember how on MySpace you could change the background and you could have music playing? So when people showed up to your space, they were basically forced to listen to your whatever song you.
Yeah, that was MySpace's downfall.
It was their downfall.
Once the music started, once everybody started, that's when they started doing promoting music, and it's like, oh my, I don't. Then somebody just dropped like a bunch of comments with a bunch of music playing, and you got to go through the whole thing to stop it. And that was it. I'm out of here. You didn't change. I remember I went back to MySpace before they got rid of it. It was like a ghost town. I had one friend that was still online. He finally migrated away. He was we always joke with him. Say he was the last person on MySpace.
Might have been.
Oh, now MySpace did that dump.
Yeah, Farmville. I remember Farmville.
Lost all my pictures from MySpace. Gone.
Same.
Oh well, life goes on.
It wouldn't be kept on Internet Archive, I guess. No.
It depends on if you
had a link.
If they had it, if they archived your page before they deleted it.
Interesting.
It seems to me that all those social media sites, when we think about like the evolution of it, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, they all kind of have their niche when they get started. But then eventually the reason everybody went there gets ruined because they take it one step too far for money
Mhm.
or for it's usually to start making money on the platform and everybody wants to do their advertising and money and I think as soon as that happens everybody's like never mind, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like TikTok sucks now.
Not worth it.
Everything's an ad now.
Yeah, Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I barely go on there because I'm just like tired of it.
Yep.
I just keep family members and friends
Mhm.
I met a long time ago on there.
Yeah.
I don't bring them into my new
Archive.
world. I don't bring them into
loads.
because Facebook is because it's been around so long, it's a weird account to have because you have people you met that I met like when I was like 18
Mhm.
and 19 and
Mhm.
like it's a different. I was like, oh, I'm not even that person anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. I was like, we still be. I go in. Oh, okay. I see how y'all doing. Cool.
A
I remember
GeoCities site.
GeoCities.
Oh,
I had a free website, but it wasn't on GeoCities. It was on something like myfreewebspace.com / something like that.
That was back when the internet was fun. I used to be so excited to go to a website.
Oh yeah, man.
be
Every
all-
new
you'd be all-
website I learned about, I was
Oh,
www, and I was looking at the keyboard.
Now you only go to like maybe one or two sites, and you just kind of stay on that. Just keep refreshing it, or
Yeah.
going back to it. Yeah, see, let me just refresh my YouTube homepage.
Yeah, old school people go to Reddit and refresh it sometimes, and then I guess modern people go to TikTok and scroll forever.
Never stop
Scroll
scrolling.
anymore.
What?
Oh, it's not a scroll forever anymore. Like
Yeah, it kind of locks up at some point.
it does. It will like reset.
You'll
like,
start looping back to the same.
Like I remember it never did that. I remember one time it was like, wow, I reached the end. Oh my God, I've been on this app way too long. And I was really, really doing that. And now it just is like dumb and boring and then goes back to the beginning again. And you're like, okay, all right, well.
Just scroll through the lives. I like doing that. I just like doing it because I just be curious.
Oh my gosh,
I do
there's
scroll
so
up
many
now.
weird lives.
Yeah, you go, oh, it's just crazy to see. Oh, this is what you're doing right now in your house.
People do the strangest things. I see that the other day. I just started coming across my feed is puppets. Like they look like, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the puppets, but anyway, look like puppets and some kind of Jim Henson puppet, and they're over a bowl.
Crystal?
Yeah, dark crystal. That's what I was thinking of. And hovering over a bowl, mixing it, and it's just a bunch of like wooden beads, but it almost looks like eyeballs, and they're just kind of like stirring it and like looking at each other, and it's just like, okay, this is content, I guess. It's content.
Yeah, the internet opened doors we shouldn't have seen.
Oh man, it poisoned my mind entirely.
I get bored and then go outside.
I vividly remember the internet.
Touch grass is probably a good idea.
The first time the internet poisoned my mind, I was on newgrounds.com, and somebody was trolling by posting a video of some soldiers, I think Russian soldiers, getting their heads with a knife.
Really?
Oh man, what part of the internet you was on, man?
Newgrounds.com.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So you went in the forums? Why would you go in there? Just watch the videos, man.
That's where I spent my early days on the internet back in like 2002 or 3.
Oh, 2003. I was outside those years. I didn't get to the internet till around 2005, 2006.
No, I was addicted from age 9.
See, I didn't have a computer.
Mm.
I wasn't,
I think I got my first computer in 2001, something like that.
Ours was in 2000, and we got the internet in 2001.
Yeah, we had the dial-up.
My grandma was born in 1927. There's no convincing her to get the internet.
No.
There was no convincing her to get that. Yeah, internet. Come
Wow.
on, let's get the internet. No. We ain't even bring it was a bargain to get her to use the dishwasher. Not the dishwasher, but to use the washer and dryer.
The internet? You mean the thing where you get the telephone to type words?
Please, can we try? Please, can we? Please. We couldn't even have a remote to the TV. Please, can we get a TV with a remote? Please, I beg of you.
Right.
But we eventually got one. But man,
I remember having a TV without a remote up until the
I
year
remember.
up until 1999. I think was when my brother got a TV with a remote. We had a TV with a remote in the living room, but in my brother's room where I'd like to sleep, he didn't have a remote. We had to get up and change it.
I slept next to a deep freezer.
Oh God, did it hum?
Nice. Was it cold?
No, it wasn't that cold.
Oh, it didn't put off any coldness? Oh, never mind.
I
Probably would put off heat a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you're right. Yeah.
No, I don't think maybe it did. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's why my room was so hot. Who knows? I don't know. That was just
Might have put off heat.
maybe
You
that's
know, we all sound officially very old talking the way we're talking.
I'm
Yeah.
the youngest one in here by far, and I'm in my 30s, so.
Back in my day,
in my day, I had to change the
dial our internet. Nobody could be on the phone at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I remember at my grandmom's house we had to share a line. Like the neighbors shared a line, so if somebody was on the phone, you couldn't use, like if your neighbor was on the phone, you couldn't use it. It was a party line.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I remember that. Sometimes we pick up the phone and listen.
We had no phone.
We always got in trouble for listening. No
We had
phone.
No phone.
Oy vey, what the frick?
No phone, no internet.
No phone, no internet, no cable.
No phone, no light, no motor car,
No
not
cable.
a single luxury.
No car at times.
Like
It isn't
Robinson
attractive as it sounds. It's just like
primitive as can be.
our grandma bought cars like a person in 1927, so she didn't understand how to buy cars. She paid everything in cash. She didn't believe in financing nothing.
Mm.
Everything was in cash. Man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad did the same thing. Of course, my dad was doing it because he was trying to avoid getting his wages garnished for child support.
Don't be divulging family secrets like this.
I mean, a good Jehovah's Witness skips out on the bill, right?
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I just grew up really country. Country and what privilege?
Color TV.
Color TV? Yeah, we had color TV. At one point in time, I didn't even know. I thought there was only 3 channels. Until my uncle came down and flipped the TV to the other thing. I think it was either VHS and said, "Oh, it's more channels."
Yeah, it's like
here?
VHF and UHF.
Yeah.
When he flipped it over, he said, "Yeah, it's more channels over here." I said, "What? Oh, goodness."
It was like 3, 6, 8, 9 was that was kind of new. 10, 11, 12.
You know your numbers are different. Right?
Oh gosh, yeah. I
I don't. Those numbers don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah. Here those are I guess the big 3 was ABC. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't
ABC,
remember
NBC, CBS, PBS, Fox, UPN or WB, give or take whatever it is.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
At what time of the year? And that was it. No, yeah, 7.
Did you have the adjustable antenna or the rigged antenna? We had the rigged antenna sometimes.
You only had 7.
The hanger.
Man, you only had 7 channels, man. Now everybody just got an abundance of things to watch. Even the free channels is I watch Pluto TV because sometimes I just like the feeling of just flipping through. And Pluto's look at all this free stuff. I don't even know I pay for the streaming service. And then an ad will come on. And I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, sick of the ads.
And or when I want to watch a certain show and a certain episode, it's like I need exact control. I don't even
Mhm.
I don't even have DVDs anymore. I mean,
I still have some DVDs. I actually have a box of VHSs too that I've been needing to figure out how the hell I'm going to get them to a disc or some
that's
digital.
gonna cost a lot of money. That's
Same,
gonna cost a lot of
same.
money.
I have so many from like my kids, some from when I was a kid, like a teenager and stuff, and I want to get them transferred over before they get ruined if they're not already ruined. But
I got some mini DVDs I've been trying to get from my youth when I was in Spain. I don't even know what's on there. No, it's just me drunk with a camcorder, so who knows?
oh, that would be funny though. I want to see that.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I don't know. I was pretty wild back in the day.
MTV when it used to just be
Oh, yeah.
music.
But you gotta remember, this
remember
is
that.
this is back when I was.
Me
This is
too.
back before you knew. This is back before we knew that the internet was forever.
I remember my
It's-
dad making television, getting us antenna with a wire clothes hanger and aluminum foil. I just thought of that because of Emily saying
I
rabbit.
know I
ears.
did my best for you, Dob. Stop. You know, I was thinking about you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know.
But yeah, the wire coat hanger with aluminum foil, we'd get like 4 channels with that.
Mhm.
Sometimes
For
if
a
you're
lot-
lucky, you can catch somebody else's. You can catch something else from someone. I used to catch a few things from neighboring places. Like, oh, what is this? I didn't even know we had this channel.
Remember when people used to have those big? They probably still do the big discs,
Oh yeah.
like big disc. My yeah, I know somebody. They had the big ones in the
Oh, we had giant
front yard.
satellite at our house here when we first moved in, and it like moved
Really?
when you changed the channel. Yeah, you had to wait
Oh
for
my
it to move.
gosh, wowsies! Yeah,
It was like
sometimes we'd climb in it and we'd get in trouble because we weren't supposed to be climbing in the disc.
it was free for us because it came with the house, and when you have one of those installed, you don't have to like pay monthly or anything, as long as you have the equipment to use it.
Right. Yeah.
But we shortly got regular satellite like a year after we moved in, so because it was not very good.
Like interrupts with the rain and clouds and stuff. Isn't it a little spotty?
Yeah, but you could also
Satellite.
get like really weird stuff, and that's like
Oh.
that's the stuff that like people get like footage of like Bill Clinton before he went live for a address where he's just sitting there like getting makeup put on him or something.
Oh wow.
It's because they were tuning in with the satellite and the cameras were just sitting there rolling, ready to go live for other TV.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well,
But
maybe not. Maybe not. That could go very wrong, I guess.
it would be. I would be super cool for me,
But fun
but
for us.
yeah, exactly. But I was young back then, so I didn't know that you could see all that.
Oopies.
You just reminded me that I restarted watching The West Wing.
I heard
know why.
it's good. I don't know if I've.
It's very
Wouldn't-
interesting to watch it now in this political climate.
Oof.
What were you gonna say?
What year it came out?
What year did it come out? I think it came out like early 2000s.
Okay, that's right about. Yeah, that's about right. I don't watch. I don't really care for nothing new. I need a little vintage on it for me to enjoy it. Like I'll wait. Whatever comes out now, I gotta wait like 2 to 3 years to watch it. I'm saying it's too fresh. I need something.
99.
Need
The
to
West
sit and
Wing came
marinate
out
a little
in
bit.
Yeah, I needed to cook. I needed to be like years away from it.
Yes. I remember when sometimes you would change a channel for whatever reason, you'd pretty almost clearly see like people doing the do.
Oh yeah, the little wiggly wavy ones.
Yeah, and but sometimes it would be like almost clear and you could like, oh, okay, yeah, I can watch this.
That's back when everybody. I thought Cinemax was hardcore.
Oh my goodness.
But
Oh
now,
my goodness.
but I had saw it recently. I was like, oh, this all that was? Oh,
Yeah.
this
Right?
is more on regular TV than that now.
Oh my god, yeah. Do
That's
they
the
still
thing.
have Cinemax?
Yeah, they still do.
Do they?
'Cause I'm like a
Okay.
TV. I'm like a TV conservative. I like my TV. I like when they just kiss and cut to black.
You don't want to see all the.
Yeah, I don't want to watch 10 minutes of humping and breathing. Go on, move on. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, to be fair, like it depends what I'm in the mood for. Like if I want to see that, I want to see that. But sometimes I don't want to see that. Where did he go? Maybe the boobs, the H boobo might have scared him away. He might have saw some titties.
Saw something he wasn't supposed to see. Government got him.
Tyler watches Hallmark Channel.
You probably
Hallmark Channel. Nice to
those Christmas specials. You know you love it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And there's so many Christmas.
They're like the Lifetime movies. They're not good, but once they're on, and they got you. Because it's just a basic, simple storyline. Before you know it, you just
it kind of pulls you in.
Once you get past that 30-minute mark, you gotta find out what happens at the end.
You're invested. It's the sunk cost fallacy.
Right. I've already invested 30 minutes. I gotta keep
much
going.
of your time into this. You've got to know what happens.
Yeah, I do. I don't invest my time in that. But, you know, I like my TV. I like my TV PG-13. I'm not a vulgar TV.
I'm okay
person.
if it cuts to black. I don't necessarily need to.
I just find it to be. I find it to be purposeless. It's not that in my day, like it's not on. It's not even on the like fruit thing. It's pointless to have it for me. It's not. If I wanted to see that, you know where to get that. Just come on. Just get to the story. That's all I'm here for.
Right.
People who don't know where to get it, and this is all they get.
I know. I ain't noticed it until I was watching Orange Is the New Black, and I watched the first season. And I was like, okay, a little bit of this. Then that.
I didn't really mind it in there. You got a little too much for you.
The first season was okay, and then that second season, it was a scene that was just going on so long. I felt uncomfortable. I was like, excuse me, guys. I'm in here. Y'all could stop.
Privacy, I can leave.
Yeah, I can leave. I can leave the TV. I can leave out here. Y'all don't want this. Oh, man. It's like, man, hair purchase. Anyway, what are y'all doing? Then I tried to watch Game of Thrones, and then literally the first thing I said, kids in here.
No.
Kids in here. Didn't watch that nowhere.
I made it through more of the books than I did the TV show. I only saw like 2 episodes of the TV show, and I was like, nah. But I read like 4 of the books.
I read the books.
You did. Because your brain imagines it differently. And then when you see somebody else's recreation of it, I don't know. It's just, it hits different. And I was like,
I've never seen a show.
Very different.
That I read.
There you go. Welcome back.
Thank you. My phone died.
Oh, good job.
What happened?
His phone died.
Yeah, my phone died.
Oh.
Jesus resurrected it.
Yes.
He brought it back to life. Thank you, Jesus.
You'll be back in 3 days.
Yeah. 3 business days.
On a weekend.
No, the weekend can't be included for Jeebus.
That's a business. That's not a business day.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What is he up to?
Phone died probably again. Probably not enough charge to hold it up.
Plug it in.
You probably unplugged it accidentally and it died again. That's what.
But no, I mean, you know, I'm a stand-up guy. You know, it's Black History Month, and you know, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
I liked watching Star Trek. Star Trek was like way more interesting to me when I was growing up watching.
I love Star Trek.
But like I enjoyed learning the ethics and the you know the moral of the story kind of thing by watching that than I ever did feel like I learned morals and ethics reading the Bible.
That's because we talked about that. We're children of the TVs. Yeah, I like. I didn't really like Star Trek as a kid. It was just that because we only had 7 channels, it come down to that game of which show I dislike the least,
Yeah.
and I'll
okay.
just watch whatever I can get into. So I never really kept up with it until years later when it came on Netflix, and I said I just had a memory about it. Just I said, let me just watch one episode and see if that memory comes back. And I watched the first episode, and I said like, nah, I don't like. Nah, I'm good. And I walked off, and I said, and I was just sitting around thinking. I said, man, I want to watch some more. And I just
Give it another try.
And then I just plowed through the entire series in like a week almost. I was nonstop.
How many seasons were there?
Which one? Which series?
Next Generation.
Okay. There were 7
7.
seasons.
Yeah. And then I went to Deep Space Nine. And the funny thing about Deep Space Nine is it was weird to go there because it's almost like well, the only way I can relate it to is like whenever I switch duty stations, you go to a different duty station. It's like it's kind of the same, but they do things a little different. And it took me off. I remember the first couple episodes in the season, I kept saying, Picard would never do that.
You and everyone else.
And then I did, but the funny thing, when I got to Voyager, I was like, Cisco would never do that. And then I like Janeway.
Yeah, I like Janeway too.
She's I like Benjamin.
Is Janeway the one from Orange is the New Black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like what's her name? 709? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
I'm not surprised.
Who's 7 or 9?
709 was the Borg.
The Borg
Voyager.
with the skin
Is the who?
Oh.
Is the who?
The Borg.
Oh, the Borg.
Yeah.
What do you think she said?
Enterprise.
Inappropriate? Something inappropriate?
No. Enterprise. Did you get into Enterprise, Dr. Tom Waster?
I've watched them all. Yeah.
I watched, like, when I started Enterprise, I had a teacher. He said, like, when you get to season 3, it's gonna fall off. And I got to season 3. I watched one episode. As soon as I saw that Wasp thing and that little Legion of Doom thing, I said, I literally lost interest. I said it wasn't like I just said like I'm just not interested. And I didn't watch any more after that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there was something about it. It kind of fell off the rails for me too. There were certain characters I think that really carried it, and I wanted to like it. Phlox, the Doctor, I really liked his character in Enterprise.
Go back to that comment.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that's what I.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. You're not allowed to watch either of those shows.
They brought it up. It was issues for certain people.
That's funny because somebody forgot to tell my family. I watch them reruns all the time.
I love I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched.
Me too.
And all those shows.
Staples of my childhood.
Yep.
But there was discussion about it.
Also, nobody had a problem watching Wizard of Oz.
I know. It's like,
dude,
if you really want to get deep with it, you can poke holes into any TV show or movie character if you want to get really. Oh, they celebrate Christmas. Does that mean you should never watch any other show?
Every movie for a Jehovah's
You can ruin it. Yeah.
I was watching on Lost in Space 19 57 60, the 19, the old version. And there's a point in time you can tell the time period in which it was made in. Because here's this family off in space on a spaceship who'd have seen all this craziness, but they stopped to pray before they eat their computer generated meal.
Wait, who did? What are you talking about? The Jetsons?
No, the original Lost in Space.
The original Lost in Space.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just funny to watch.
I think you said the Jetsons.
It's funny
to watch. It would be funny
if
they did it too.
Because it would make more sense that family most likely would have to be an atheist family to get in the spaceship and leave the planet. It makes sense.
The Netflix.
But you could tell at the time they were just so scared to say, yeah, sure, surely the space exploration family is gonna be believers. Once they got lost in space, all faith should have left. But they only did it so far. They only did that in one episode, and it's like 30 some episodes in season 1, which are in black and white, which arguably, in my opinion, are the best. Because what they did with that, because it's the black and white, you
I
can
haven't
hide the
watched any
cheap.
of that in so long.
The black and white, you can hide the cheap effects, and it's just great to see not after watching so much computer generated stuff, and I watch what they try to do with nothing. It's like, oh, these people are creative.
Do you remember Land of the Lost?
Yes, I remember the show, but no, I didn't actually watch it.
I never saw it either.
With the dinosaurs that were like smart.
I feel like I know it.
I feel like it.
Anyway, I like that show, Land of the Lost.
I also could be thinking of like Bubble Boy was or was it Bubble Boy or was it a different Jake Gyllenhaal
I
movie?
love Bubble Boy. Bubble Boy's one of my favorite movies.
Was that the one where they
I'm
were
not
obsessed
sure.
with Land of the Lost, and they kept playing the old?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Thinking of something.
But
I
the one thing I think wasn't Will Ferrell in a movie, Land of the Lost?
Yes, it was like a remake.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, they did do a remake. Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it, but yes, I think you are.
I think there was like an original TV show, then a remake TV show, and then who knows what movies, etc.
I also was into Stargate. Somebody else said that. Who said that?
Alora.
Loved Stargate, actually. I think the irony.
Which one is Stargate?
Stargate is the one where
The
I got
geyser.
to see Stargate in the when I go over to this Jehovah's Witness family's house, and they had all the Stargates. And I could go over there and use their treadmill and watch the DVDs of Stargate. And so that's how I started watching it, because I was using their treadmill and watching Stargate. The irony being that it was a Jehovah's Witness family, one who was an elder, who has the show, loves the show, and the show is literally about false religion.
Why do all Jehovah's Witnesses love Stargate and Star Trek?
Because they're not religious. They talk about false religions, or they don't, or they just are not, they're secular. And
Yeah.
anything that didn't talk about any religion was usually safe, because then it was like neutral. Because as a Jehovah's Witness, every other religion is not true. In fact, is basically a demonic thing, right? Like it's Satan tricking all these people. So even to like associate yourself with, like, I couldn't listen to Christian music or like a Christian rock band if they sang about Jesus, because it was
You'd
the wrong
feel guilty. Right. Exactly.
So anyway.
Wow, that sucks having all that restriction on what you watch. I had absolutely, again, 1927-year-old born grandmother. I had like, I did what I watched, what I wanted to watch.
And it wasn't like there was a ton of stuff that.
It wasn't like a ton of stuff I can get into. That's the difference now. Is it just wasn't nothing
accessible like that. Yeah, until recently.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's a lot of information. The overload at this point. Anyway, I can't take anymore. I can't take no more information. I can't learn anything else.
That's not true. You can.
I'm done learning for the week. I've learned all I need to know about life, and Jehovah will guide me the rest of the way from here.
That is true.
He'll take me from here on out. You know.
You've little faith.
I'm always.
He's got you.
You know.
I still watch Stargate, by the way. I play it all the time. It's great. You should watch it. I
might watch it. I've seen an episode or two. Again, it was one of the shows. I guess I'll watch it. Nothing else I like. So I've settled for. Are You Being Served on PBS?
All I've seen of Stargate is what you showed me, Time Waster.
Yeah, I know. It's because it's awesome.
It was pretty good. I did like it.
Are You Being Served? Is that old British show?
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen that like once or twice.
It's
interesting. Like it is a pretty interesting show.
I had a for a while. I had an ongoing beef with BBC shows like Doctor Who. Like Doctor Who sounds like a show that I would love to watch. I would love to watch it. It sounds good. People talk about it. So like, this sounds like my type of show. I just could not get over that camera and how they shoot their shows. It they done got better over the years, but it was a stretch of time. It's like, what's wrong with your camera? Why is it like that? Like, then they would they would shoot from weird angles. I'm like, why are you picking this angle to shoot this from? This is weird. What are you doing? It's like, come on. So I just could never get into that many of those shows.
I remember that conversation too, Three's Company.
Dr. Time Waster, what was that show that you showed me that was it was British and the holograms had like an H on their forehead?
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf is the best. I love it.
I need to watch that.
I couldn't catch I love that show, but it came on PBS, but it didn't come on regularly. So I never could keep a it'd be there it is. It's on. I never knew.
Right, like
I had no channel
episode.
guide. Yeah, I had no channel guide or nothing. I couldn't figure out when nothing was coming on.
They would do PBS marathons at the local PBS in where I lived. The cast would come on and they'd do a whole like marathon thing to get to donate and stuff like that to PBS. And so I would wait until the marathon and they would basically show the whole season, but they'd stop in between each episode and then they'd do like a interview with a cast member and get you to pledge money and stuff in between. So I would take my VHS recorder and I would record each episode and then usually just pause through the marathon so I could watch them over again.
You're admitting to a crime right now.
It was not illegal to VHS record what was being broadcast on TV. It probably would have been if I would have sold it.
We all did it. I remember coming home from Thursday night meeting and then watching like the Cosby Show or whatever it was that we had missed on.
It was just before TiVo, right?
I never liked the Cosby Show.
What?
I've never. I was like, every time
I was saying nothing watching that on Nick at Night for like hours.
I don't know. It was just something about I just didn't like the Cosby Show. I was like, I don't like it.
I just realized that you are being served, or are you being served? This one. I just realized what show that is. I used to watch that show all the time. I just never. I don't think I ever like.
Yeah, it's an interesting name. It's an interesting name. Yeah,
I love that show.
Boy, does watching the Cosby Show feel different now than it did
I know.
then.
Oh gosh, talk about. Yeah, that's a change.
You know, doesn't change for me. I didn't watch it no way.
Right.
I grew up watching it. Like that was one of the things I was allowed to watch. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like wholesome family entertainment.
Right.
And even those Friday nights.
Metaphor for Jehovah's Witnesses. Boy, if you really just only do the things that look good because they look good on the surface and you don't scratch below the surface. Ooh, boy. Yeah, we were allowed to watch the Cosby Show because it was one of the only wholesome things on TV that was
allowed to watch TV.
Do you remember the Friday night what do you call it? The lineup, the Friday night lineup.
lineup.
Yeah. Thank you.
Family Matters.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Stop. What did you say, Time Waster?
TGIF.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I was about to say that's not what it was. It was TGIF, but you said TGIF. I thought you said something else.
Thank goodness it's Friday.
Yeah, I love that. I used to race home every night at 7 o'clock sharp. I got to see some Boy Meets World, Step by Step, Family Matters, and whatever else they put in there.
I can't remember all the shows that there were. Goodness, that's terrible. Some of them lasted longer than others.
Full House.
Wow, still something that was in and out, but I know Family Matters and Full House and Boy Meets World.
Yeah, I'm about to say Boy Meets World. I spent a lot of time watching.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell was always on during the day or something.
Was that Saturday morning?
Saved by the Bell was Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, because I saw it and I didn't have cable.
Yeah, but it wasn't on ABC. It wasn't a Friday night. It wasn't this.
No, it wasn't Friday night. I couldn't remember when it was on.
Was Boy Meets World always Disney?
Yeah.
I think
Well, ABC.
is Disney, yeah.
And then Disney bought ABC.
Wait, ABC belongs to Disney?
Yes,
Yeah.
ABC, Hulu, everything. All that's Disney.
I never knew that
Fresh
ABC
Prince
was
on
Prince of
Disney.
Bel Air. Yes, Prince
that
of
on
Bel
Fox?
Air. I used to love that show. The Simpsons. Yep.
I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons as most Jehovah's Witness children were not. My mom told me it was because Bart was disobedient and disrespectful to his parents.
Yeah. After a
But
while,
then,
we weren't
like,
allowed to watch it.
Y'all noticed that? But did y'all notice like at some point they switched his character from that?
yeah,
Yeah, they
It was-
kind of.
It was
they've all
because
kind of
it was,
evolved. They've been on TV for over
That's
30
what-
years.
well, that's what kind of like it was something to do with Mad Mothers Against Drunk Drive, something like that. They made a complaint about something around that time. That's why Bart switched you and how you do cartoons change in terms of violence, in terms of guns. If you show a gun, it can't really look like a gun when you draw it. Like if you look at that's why when you see like Batman animated adventure, the gun doesn't really look like one.
Mm.
Because it can't look like one. Or you can't see bullets fly out.
Mm,
Hmm.
And you can't see blood.
interesting.
It does make sense with Batman, the cartoon. I'm thinking of that. Also, one
Yeah,
that
but The
was great.
Simpsons did kind of soften, and we were allowed to watch it. We watched it, and then it was deemed bad, and then we kind of softened on it. But some episodes, my dad would turn like, oh,
Do you
we
know
didn't
how
watch
I
that.
was able to watch The Simpsons when nobody else was as Jehovah's Witness in my era? My mom said I wasn't allowed to watch it. And I said, have you watched one of them? And she said, no. And I said, well, how can you tell me it's bad if you've never watched it? So I made her sit down and watch one on Sunday because it was on, I think, just before X-Files, which I
Okay.
was allowed to watch for some reason.
Right, which is okay.
So I made
That's
her
all
watch
safe
an
stuff.
episode, and it just happened to be the episode where Marge decides she's going to get a job as being a cop. I don't know if you guys know that episode. And so she's
I mean, I've seen it, but
so she's like doing everything, and she's being amazing, and she's a mom, and I don't know. It was just funny. It was just a very like mom relatable episode, and my mom laughed quite a bit, and I said,
Oh.
"Ha, you laughed. I get to watch it now," and she never questioned it. She just let me do it.
You can thank me for that.
Thank you.
that was smart. I'm glad that you stood up, that you had like the chutzpah to kind of stand up and say, "Come on,
I
mom."
wanted to watch it. Damn it!
Right.
Honestly, I was shocked she let me watch X-Files. I think it was because she liked watching X-Files because it was finally a show on TV that wasn't like you could figure out the ending of the show. Like the writing was so predictable, you knew what was going to happen, and she liked it. I'm surprised she hasn't made you watch it, Tyler.
Yeah, she keeps hounding me about it. I keep telling her I may not. You know, your mom is a piece of work.
I know. I love her.
I don't know how you deal with it.
And I mean that in an endearing way.
Tyler, you talked to her mom?
Yes, me and her mom have been together for quite a while.
Maybe you should talk to my mom. I think they're probably similar people.
She lonely?
Oh,
yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I can pick on 2 former Jehovah's Witnesses.
Are you kidding me? Oh
Two
my
Jehovah's
gosh.
Oh, brother crawling out friends saying they aren't the type of
I mean,
friends.
they were pretty good friends to each other, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't horrible.
Now, Seinfeld, on the other hand, those are some terrible people. We probably should.
Dude, Jerry Seinfeld was a horrible person.
The friend dynamic of the friends in Seinfeld is not.
They were equally terrible. They were just.
They're just
all
friends.
around.
They're equally terrible, and they can put up with each other.
Yeah, they're encourageable to each other. It's just like an echo chamber, and that's really all they are. And they each probably see every one of them as the terrible one, when it's really they're just as pretty bad.
That describes my life, because I am a terrible person.
Oh, stop it. You're
No, I'm
Jeebus.
What?
Tyler
we're all
Jeebus
terrible.
Shaw.
Well, we're not all good all the time, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not all bad all the time either.
You say that.
Some of us are.
Yeah,
Nobody here.
I try to be. I try to be
Try to be.
all the time.
badass
decent.
all the time.
I'm decent at most.
I pretend to be a lot of times.
What decent?
No, bad.
Badass.
Because I'm surrounded by people that are like horribly evil, so I laugh about it around them. I was like, oh yeah, I'm also evil. And then I walk away.
Oh my god. Oh, that's too good. Well, y'all, it's been an hour.
Oh my god.
How
Yeah.
are you feeling? What an episode.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah,
I can't even believe we have people talking to us.
Topic.
Yeah, we need to narrow that down. We're gonna have to figure that one out.
Yeah, but
We'll
this
do
is
a
like
little more planning this time.
you know, this is that little buffer episode between the big blood episode and the other one.
Yeah,
we've been going
we did
heavy.
some hard. Yeah, we
Wanted
did
to.
heavy blood flow. That was a very thick, heavy.
It was a heavy flow period.
Mhm.
It was. So
Wow.
we needed a little reprieve. Catch your breath. A little woosa. We woosed.
We douched it
Mhm.
out.
Get our
Yeah, we had to clean it out.
get our focus and line back on Jehovah.
Mm-hmm. Eye on the prize.
You know,
Eye on the prize.
Ugh.
We absolutely will narrow it down. Thank you, everybody, for
Absolutely, thank you. for
coming.
joining us.
Yeah, I enjoyed just shooting the shit, even
Mhm.
though like it didn't feel like anything. It really actually just felt nice not to have to
It's a little
do
Yeah.
anything but just chat.
Eventually, it'll evolve into something.
Mhm.
I mean,
Evolution
between the
is-
four of us, we could rabbit hole down any topic. So
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
gosh, you name it. I'm sure we all could just have something to talk about it. So yeah, pretty easy. We're good conversationalists. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Look forward to seeing you next week.
That's good.
Oh,
Oh,
we love you, Dan. We love everybody. Thanks
Oh,
for coming.
man.
We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Okay,
hang
bye.
out.
Bye.
Oh my